Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome back. I know it's been a while. Let me see if everything is working correctly. And very quickly, I'm gonna be able to distinguish that. My screen is okay. So, view dashboard. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, it says online. Like, it's looking like I'm online. Let me see. Trying to figure out. Okay. Am I online now? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think everything is pretty much okay at this time. Yeah. Alright, guys, hello and welcome. I know I'm quite busy lately. I haven't been online too much because, of course, I'm working and I'm studying and I'm developing games. So, before we move on today, I found out something new actually. I wanna introduce you guys to. So, I don't know if you remember. I used to work with Megascans, which is an amazing library of scanned items, right? So lately I've been working more and more on animation part, which I will show you a little bit what I mean. And it's quite easy actually, and I will later on definitely touch down to that part if you want to make like game animations and how to do it. I will be trying to teach you that. I'm following another great tutorial. But first of all, let me download something. It's called Quixel Mixer. So Quixel Mixer actually is, I didn't know about it. Actually, I never find it out. I just lately found out what it is. And it's amazing, guys. I just saw it. I haven't even downloaded yet. I saw few tutorials about it. So it's pretty much, I don't know if you know Substance Painter, similar thing but for Quixel products. I don't know how to download it, so let me try to download this one. Registered signing with Epic. So yeah, I'm trying to do that now so you can see how to install it from scratch. So you know, people are not like, how the hell we do that? And you know, I'm trying to be as helpful as I can. Obviously, it's not that easy. Those things you have to kind of do it yourself. Okay, there you go. I'm forgetting my passwords all the time, so. Okay, how about this one? Yeah, there you go. Each image containing a freaking car. Okay. The hell is this? That's a car. That's a truck. That's a car. Alright. Okay, products. Mixer. So I'm pretty interested in this mixer, and I'll tell you why. Because this mixer, actually, you could create a landscape easier than what I've been doing. Because I've been doing like, I don't know if you see my tutorials. I've been doing it with Bridge instead. And I would just, you know, drag and drop and just do the general stuff with it, which is still working, but this is easier. Let's say you want to make a ground, you could just, you know, use the Mixer app to create that ground and then make a huge, and then you just stick in the game, which would be much more better effect, and you can do more things. You can paint textures. It's definitely more advanced, and I have never used before. So, but I mean, I get the idea. And I just wanted to show to you why this is important, because you could create an asset with this, like a ground or whatever, and then pretty much export it to the bridge, and then from bridge probably you could just connect it to your project. So let this install, and it's pretty powerful tool. Okay, for people who don't know, this is like, you if you're a indie developer and you don't make you haven't, as long as you don't make about 100,000, this thing is free to use. Otherwise you have to buy subscription, which is like $30 or something. So the moment you become like a 100,000 profit, remember to buy their subscription, pretty much is the deal. It's so this is all the things you can do. You see, it's like any 3D object, you could paint it, like make it more realistic. This is good stuff for assets. Let me see how is my situation with space. Okay, I have some space. That's fine, because these things are pretty huge most of the time. And this is installing some material pack. How big is this? Like 44 gigabyte or 40 gigabyte? Because I'm trying to figure out, because my space is really limited. I try to buy extra space. Unfortunately, you see, this is all the space I get. I'm trying to get more from ShadowTech, but they're out of order. Let's check actually and see if it's still there or not. ShadowTech is what I'm using. It's a virtual computer with a graphics card that is 1080 or equivalent to 1080. They went bankrupt, but they actually, I hear that they are changing their policy right now, and it's gonna get more expensive. But the good news is they didn't. Oh, there you go. So you see, I'm trying to get this, but it's sold out. So right now it was just $3 more. Those days are over. So right now I'm paying $11.99 a month, which is crazy for the product they give it to me. But actually it's gonna change to $30. That's what I've heard. It's a virtual computer, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep using this, but I'll definitely think about it, you know. So, but unfortunately I cannot buy extra space because their company went bankrupt, and they are trying to build new stuff now. They got bought by other company right now. I mean, I like the idea of having a virtual cloud computer, and it's a cloud gaming computer. Let's put that out there too, because I'm getting a if I go to system, I wanted you to see where the hell is the system here. So these are the specs: 12 gigabyte of RAMs. It's a Xeon 3.2. I think it's 4 cores. Not 100% sure. I believe it's 4 cores. And then the graphics card is decent, but why I cannot see that actually? That's weird. Huh. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, anyways, I want to show you that maybe here I can see. Well, as far as I know, it's P5000 or something like that. Okay. Trying to figure out which graphics card. I know that it's equivalent to 1080. Yeah, it's Quadro. But Quadro, which Quadro it is, I cannot tell you for sure. But pretty much it's like equivalent of a 1080. Guys, I was trying to see if I can get a graphics card to use it for my iMac, but iMac is pretty much not gonna work right now. But what could work is I have an Mac Pro, and that Mac Pro is brand new, so I was hoping I could use that somehow, but then I need to do that like external GPU. The problem with that is external GPU, you need to buy extra device to do that. Is doable with Thunderbolt 3. Oh, they need core. Jesus, why is this always happening to me? This is pissing me off, guys. So anyways, I was trying to do external graphics card, but right now it's so freaking hard to get graphics card. It's crazy, guys. It's freaking crazy. Like, it's all sold out. As far as I understood, there is no okay, what is this? Mod query textured Monday sample mixes. All right, let's choose one. I never used this application, but for the sake of argument, I just choose similar theme to what we have as a level design. Oh, okay. How is the movement? You just click Alt, and then yeah, pretty simple. All right. Well, looks good. Looks good. And then here you can do the dark side, and then materials. Look, you can do that disappear. Yeah, well, this is metals, normals, strength and opacity. Well, yeah, you have all those details, occlusion. Yeah, but how does this works, guys? I'm not really sure how you actually add other stuff. Oh, you could just change it like this. Yeah, I think I just add that. It's loading. Icelanding. What is this? Rock. Yeah, I have to figure out how it works. I just wanted to show you today, but I haven't even played with it yet, so albedo is here. Let's see, opacity, contrast. Oh, it already added. Actually, I added that on top of the layer. Well, that's ugly as hell right now. I mean, I mess it up a little bit, I guess. So delete the layer. There you go. Well, this is pretty much the idea, but I don't like the quality. Is it this is like a test thing, but I don't think it's what I needed. All right, and you can get some stuff online. So let's say, yeah, I don't know how you work with this yet, guys. I have to figure out how to create your own object and etc. For some reason I choose this, and I think I've done a bad job to do that. Let me just delete everything. Clear mask, delete layer, delete layer, delete freaking layer. So all the layers deleted, delete layer. Okay, so this is, what is this? It's just a model, but still there is something on it, right? Oh yeah, that's just a model with without color at this point. So it's pretty much just grayed out. Yeah, okay, that's nice. What is this? Okay, let's add, let's make that out of marmor. This looks like marmor or something. There you go. So you could change anything you want. You see the glossiness. I like it actually. I turned this whole rock into mineral type of thing, and then you could also go here and play with contrast and then roughness. So if you have some 3D object, just a regular object without any color or any stuff on it, you probably could use it here to change the color and then use this in your game. But beside this, you could create out of ground, you could create a huge material and just transfer to your game. But I don't know how you. Oh, new mix. Let's do the new mix. Let's say the pixels 2K is fine. Let's say we are creating a ground for a project. Just ground one. There you go. I'm gonna try, guys. I never done this before, so don't judge me. No, I don't want to save that. There you go. That's pretty much how it starts. This is the ground. Of course, we need a little bit. I'm gonna keep it flat for now. I'm pretty sure there is a way to add noise layer. There you go. What's this? Ah, there you go, guys. You see? You wanna add noise? It's pretty easy to learn those things as long as you know what you're doing. You see, this is the frequency. So if you want to make a ground for your game, and you can make this as big as you want, you want to add some noise, obviously, you know, because grounds, if you want to make underwater ground, you would go with this, right? It's too much. Like, if you want to make a little bit stony ground, that's still too much in my opinion. So let's just keep it like this. And then clump influence, you have to mess with those things and see the frequency. I would go with something like, yeah, like this. That's pretty nice. You know, not too much, just a little bit. Let's say we are making, oh, someone is writing, want to become famous by followers. Yay! No, thank you. I don't want to become famous. I'm just doing this for fun. So search another sucker. All right, so now the ground is pretty much getting there. Noise is added, and then let's add another layer. But how the hell do I do that though? There you go, ground. Look, there's, this is one, looks nice. This one looks like forest ground. Right away, guys, look at this. I'm just astonished how good this is already is. Right? You see, this is a forest freaking ground. And obviously, we have albedo. And then which has opacity. We could turn it down or make it a little darker, which I think is better. And then contrast. Obviously, a little bit contrast would be nice. And then this one says match to underlying. Yeah, definitely not the good one. This is the metalness. The hell is this happening? Well, I don't feel any difference. Obviously, the graphics, if you want to do this, you probably want to go with 4K. But it's still not too shabby, actually. So there is a strength. You see the strength, we could do little less, actually. Too much, you see, too much strength. It's coming out. Not my favorite. But if you just do little bit, like this, I think it's much better. Alright. And then opacity. Yeah, somewhere here. The normals, this is the one that is kinda, you see, if you do less of these normals, pretty much better it looks. But you know why? Because it's texture. You see, the texture sucks. This is only like a picture right now. That's why it looks nice. But when you look from close, you see there is nothing in there. Everything is flat. And that's not what we want. That's why you want to add a little bit of the deepness. Okay, let's see now. Right? It's still not so great. I don't know why, but yeah. I don't know what happened, guys. It still looks like picture to me, but there is a little bit darkness in there. Yeah. Let's see this occlusion. What is that? Strength. Occlusion. I don't see anything about that. So I'm trying to figure out how this thing works. So roughness maybe? Okay, let's see the roughness. Well, this one is kind of adding some stuff. Match to underlaying. Yeah, I think I screw up somewhere on the way. Somewhere I ruined this. This is the color, albedo, metal. That's the contrast. Yeah, I think I messed it up a little bit, guys. I didn't mean to, but yeah. I mean, it still doesn't look that bad, right? So this is the material I put it on, but still it doesn't look so bad, but it's also not too good. So let's should I duplicate it? Yeah. Let's delete this. This noise is fine. Let's go back to the library. Let's make this Nordic moss, right? Let's try to make like a grass instead. Wow, look at this, guys. It looks amazing actually. And yeah, I mean, definitely great look. And don't worry about the lighting, and you can adjust. So if you want to make this the ground of your game, I think it's nice. I mean, my understanding, guys, this is amazing. You see, you still have, and on top, this is still like a texture only, guys. So you are putting on top of this, you could put three-dimensional stuff on top of it. So beside just materials, surface, you could go to 3D, and then let's say you put rocks, or you put some anything, right? Imperfection. Oh, that's interesting. What else do we have? All types. Smart material. There you go. What is this? Those are some things, different materials that give you extra effects. So interesting. Displacement. What is this? Zero, nothing in there. Imperfection is okay. 3D. Rocks. I mean, you could still download stuff to this thing, obviously, but surface, ground. Yeah. Can we do forest and this? Probably. There you go. You can even mix them, you see? That's why they call it a mix. Like right now, if you have this, it's mixed between a grass and a forest, trees coming out of the ground. And the most coolest thing here, we could probably mess with colors. So let's say you go to albedo here and then contrast. I would add a little bit extra contrast. Underlying match. Yeah, you could just push a little bit like this. Wow, guys, this looks amazing actually. I could use this in my game. Look at that. This is nice, like seriously nice looking. And then you just could use this in your game as a texture, right? And you can make this as big as you want, obviously. So let's say I want to do a little bit more roughness to it. What is this gonna do? I don't know. You have to play with those things, obviously. Roughness, normals. I think normals is the one. The strength, and it gives you that extra deepness to the texture. Like if you go to normals, you see it makes it more accent. Occlusion, what is this doing? Yeah, I don't think I know what is this doing. So anyways, generally speaking, this is amazing way to make a texture. Remember this, you could turn this into material, right? Like, what is this? Lacunary. So many things you can do. I mean, I'm still learning. Add liquid layer. Okay, you could even add a liquid layer, which is weird. I didn't know this, guys. You can add a freaking liquid layer. Oh my god, guys, look at this shit. What the hell was that? I just add water to it. This is amazing, guys. I'm learning this, doing this for the first time, but I love it. Look at that view. Just look at this. You see this water that I added? And I'm assuming I could opacity. You could make little less, perhaps. Yeah, that's kind of like frozen. So not. I think it would be nice, but too clean I don't think is nice too. Just a little bit. Wow, guys, this is amazing. Imagine you just put this in your game, but make this bigger, and this is like watery ground. Wow. The hell is decay layers? Smart material, solid layer. Okay, I don't know what the hell just happened, but I added too many things at the same time. Liquid is here, solid. Let's delete the solid one. Yeah. Well, now I know how to make freaking ground for my scene. This is amazing. I mean, I don't know how this pretty much works in how could I push this to Unity? To be honest, I don't have idea at this time. But you know, I'll learn it. It's just a matter of finding out those things, guys. Oh, here you go. You can even make little bit. You can paint things on it. But why gray though? Wow, man, this is nice. Look at this. You could just. I mean, I'm still finding out what this is, guys. If you don't like my tutorial because I'm too new to it, I'll get it. You know, you don't have to watch it. You can just skip this. But this is kind of cool. I'm just testing it out at this point, and Control Z works too, so you just Control Z all the way until the water comes. I love it, guys. This is freaking amazing. Add noise layer. You could add extra noise. Let me see to the freaking water. Look at this. You could do this if, let's say, there is like a special effect and the ground is shaking, or really you could do a lot of stuff with this, guys. Yo, what the hell is this? This is sick. I'm testing out right now, nothing special. Don't think I'm like, whoa, but it's quite cool looking, right? Even like this. I mean, of course this is not realistic at this point, but just to understand, you could use this for different things than just ground. Anyways, man, this is cool, man. I should use this. To be honest with you guys, I'm just learning still a lot of stuff, but this was nice, and I'll show you why. Right now, I'm working on an animation. The reason why I'm working on animation, I'll show you. Anyways, this was just showing how the Quixel mixer works. Pretty amazing in my understanding, and there is a lot of things that I haven't even got there, guys. Probably I would have to go through some tutorial. There is a manual, but I don't think it's hard to work with this. It's pretty self-explanatory a lot of places. Resolution, I mean, I'm sure there is a lot of things I don't know, and I'm gonna definitely look into it, but at this point, yeah, control, 1 second, I edit, redo, that's a nice one. So at this point, I'm not there yet with this, but I'm just sharing what I found out. Some people use this for textures, and I was like, why would you do that? I mean, I didn't understand. So you could export this, whatever you just made, no matter how big it is. Let's say if I make this as big as football stadium, or whatever big, however big scene I have, and then I could push this to Unity or Unreal Engine, one of those. Now I'm just gonna save this for now. Save, and then let's quit this, and I'll tell you why I'm interested in that. Okay, I created a scene and I created a video. I'm still working on it. It's not done. It's not fully done yet. But I'm working on tutorial to follow how to make animation in Unity. And I needed to make a texture. I created the land. I created the whole scene, and I'll show you the scene. I mean, I'm not fully happy with it. I bought some shaders. I pushed my characters I created here previously. The tutorial is there. I put them there, and in that scene. So pretty much I'm building a scene, very basic scene, fighting scene. I'm not there yet. I'm still working on it. Very simple, guys. One guy comes. So scene is starting. Camera is going from the water. There is the seaside. It goes all the way to the place where you're looking at one character, and from back in the shoulder you see second character, and one of these guys is asking, "I told you to stay away from my sister," and this guy is turning and saying something like, "Hey, I guess we got a problem," or something in that genre. I mean, I haven't really finished it yet. I'll share with you when I'm done with it. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, nothing special. I'll show you right away. I'll play it. Actually, I put some music, but the sounds are not there yet. It's just, I mean, it's just, you know, I'm just sharing with you the and why this is so important, what I just showed you. Okay, so here is my scene on the left. Okay, so this is all I built. This, obviously, this part, as you can see, the water, here is the water, and then here is, I have built something like a cliff type of things, just like mud, water, and then I put some flowers that they have, some amazing stuff that they move, and I have a grass that is little windy, not too much. I have these two guys in here. One of them is the Viking, as I named him Viking because he looks like a freaking Viking. So Viking is here. You can see I created a stage, some lighting for those characters. And then this is the texture, guys. Look how sucky it is. And I'm not happy with it. Obviously I'm working on it, but you see, you cannot compare this with what I just created in Mixer. So the point that I'm trying to make here is the Mixer is much better, and I'm gonna definitely, I want to change this ground, this texture, basic texture, because it sucks. I mean, it's still okay, and this is like, there is a mist too for people who could see this mist. I created little mist around here, and it's affecting water, obviously. So if you go back, I put some stones and stuff in there, but still, you see how they repeating the pattern and everything of this texture. It sucks, guys. It's, I mean, I really did my best so it doesn't suck, to be honest, but generally speaking, it does suck. Here, a little farther away, I created textures to just make this look like lava type of thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not too bad. It's still alright. But it's not good enough either. So it is what it is. This part you can see right away, it's much better. And I made only this part because camera is gonna be concentrated pretty much there. But here, man, this texture sucks. You see? It's pretty much sucky part of my movie. So long story short, this guy is saying to this guy, while this guy is turned back actually, which I'm gonna work on, he's gonna be looking right into the sea, and then this dude from here, it says something in the genre like, I told you to stay away from my sister, and then this guy turns and he's talking back to him and saying like, hey, your sister and me, that's not your business, or something like that. I'm gonna put you the sound I made for them, but they talk. They actually talk, and that was the hardest part for me, to make them talk realistic. In Unity, you don't really have good stuff for that. You have like a lip sync something. It sucks big time, guys. I bought another application called iClone 7, and it's amazing. And I figured the way out how to push from iClone all those animations with movements to Unity. Okay. Anyways, but let me show you how the scene starts. Let me make this first maximize on the play, and just so you have an idea how this looks. I'm gonna. There you go. That's pretty much it. So I hope you saw that. So the music is starting, and it's still a nice scene, don't get me wrong, but it's not good enough yet. It's still a project that I'm working on. Look, so the camera is coming, you see the water, you see this freaking beautiful scene, and you see them talking right away, but you don't hear them obviously at this time. And then this guy stops actually in the middle of conversation, which is fine, I want you to see this guy right now. So I want you to see this guy. And I'm gonna share with you with another secret I found. So he's saying like, I told you to stay away from my sister. And he's putting his hands like this, like he's getting ready. Okay, and the other dude here, stop. Okay, now I want you to see this guy. So this guy normally should be with his back towards the seaside, and then he's turning and saying, I guess now we have a problem, don't we? Something like that. Just keep that in mind. I don't know the wording 100%. It doesn't matter. So I just want you to get the idea of the scene. And then they're gonna be like pretty much going on each other and knocking each other out and fighting in this mud. And this mud sucks, guys. Again, the quality, I hate it. And I'm a perfectionist, so that's why I'm hating it. So all this other stuff like grass and moving in, I'm pretty okay. Not the best. I'm working on it. Maybe I should make it smaller, maybe bigger. Whatever the case, I'm working still on it. This is not finished product yet. But guys, that was so hard to learn how to make those guys talk. Trust me, nobody is teaching you those things that easy. And if you stick with me, obviously I'll show you how to do it. I'm using iClone 7 for it. It's pretty easy to do it. You just need some animations there, and then you just export the move from iClone to pretty much, it's not that hard. From iClone you push it first to the character creator, and then from character creator you just export it as a motion or something. No, you export it as FBX file without it's just a movement, and then the mouth is also with there. So let me just make this, mute the audio, and then I'll play. So look at his face. It's crazy, guys. It's so hard to do this, guys. Look how realistic his eyes and everything. He's like, I told you to stay away from my sister. I know it's not too much, guys, but it's not easy to make those things. and then this dude is talking too, and he's talking good, like, I think we got a problem now, right? Something like that. And guess what, guys? I have it here, the audio for these files. So
I told you to stay away from my sister.
no, not this one. This one sucks. Yeah, this one is the guy.
So you're coming to me at this time and accusing me? Then I guess we have a problem.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I want you to see. So this is what this guy is saying.
So you're coming to me at this time and accusing me? Then I guess we have a problem.
1 second. Why is it not playing?
So you're coming to me at this time and accusing me? Then I guess we have a problem. So you're coming to me at this time.
So pretty much
accusing
that's
me.
what this guy is
Then
gonna
I guess
say.
we have a problem.
And the other guy is saying, don't mess with my sister, I guess.
I told you not to mess with my sister. I told you not to mess with my sister.
Yeah. So you see, I got those two voices. This guy, imagine, just freaking imagine, guys, saying this. 1 second.
I told you not to mess with my sister.
Yeah, pretty much. So he's saying that first, and then this guy is saying like, "You're accusing me." And 1 second, what was that? So and then this guy says,
So you're coming to me at this time and accusing me? Then I guess we have a problem.
"So you coming to me at this time and accusing me? Then I guess we got a problem," is what this guy says, right? But I want to play it right timing.
So you're coming to me at this time and accusing me? Then I guess we have a problem.
There you go. Pretty much. That's the idea. Okay. And guys, these amazing voices. I was thinking about hiring voice actors, but I guess technology is there already. We don't need voice actors anymore. And I'm gonna share with you with my secret what I'm using. And this, remember, this is just a test scene, guys. It looks pretty alright, but it's not good enough for me, right? Because I cannot live with this quality. I need high-end freaking animation. And I'm pretty sure there is a lot of lighting effects. I'm gonna push it. This has to become the cutscenes of my games. So I'm just working on it. I'm learning from scratch how to do that, because I want to have amazing cutscenes with slow motion, fight scenes, all kind of that. I'm following some nice tutorials on Udemy. And this is what I'm using, Replica Studio. Guys, this is amazing. You're getting free 30 minutes, and then you have these different voice libraries. What the hell was that? What the hell? You can choose who you want to talk.
Hi, I'm Amber.
And you can tweak those voices.
Connected by a central...
Captain, 5 unknown ships have just appeared 40...
And it's fully AI generated, guys. Later. So
Quiet. We don't have time for bickering.
you can use British accents, American, Canadian, Scottish.
Hello, stranger. Needing a new set of armor, are you?
Definitely amazing thing for games, guys. And you just choose the text you want, and here is my text. So you are coming to me at this time and accusing me, and here I put the exclamation. You can tweak those. Then I guess we have a problem. And you can make him more angry, less angry. Crazy, guys. This is amazing.
So you're coming to me at this time and accusing me? Then I guess we have a problem. So
This
you're
is so good, guys. This is so good.
Well, I guess then we have a problem.
You see, this is one.
I told you not to mess with my sister.
There you go. So, and you can just, you can make volume changes, speech rate changes, pitch changes. You put any character you want, and they have a lot of them for talk.
Oh, hi.
Some of them are not that good.
Hello, my name is...
You can tell it's a freaking synthesizer.
So hey, nice place you got here. Look,
But
Hi there, my name is Trey.
sometimes it's
do you
like,
need a New Yorker accent?
Oh.
Your Uncle Tony can help you out for a price.
Hello, my name is Thomas. My replica voice would.
So those voices, not all of them are
Some
good.
people consider me a villain. That's fine. I don't feel the need to consider them at all. What?
So this is what I'm using for the voices, guys. And some people will say they suck and this and that, but
The werewolf is a white.
I don't think so.
My name is Jack, and I'm perfect for when you need a deep.
You can tweak those sounds even a little farther.
My master is pleased with your progress.
Those are good enough for my game. I think it's gonna be good enough for many games actually. And they are making more voices. Again, I'm not advertising them because I mean they paid me or anything. It's just because I found this and it's so beneficial for me that I was thinking, like, if there's other guys who are really struggling to find voice actors, and again, like, voice actors, imagine why I decided to go with the AI versus real human being. First of all, it's not only about money. Let's say you find a contractor who's charging you $50, okay, for an hour of voice recordings, or whatever the freaking price. You go to Fiverr, you find someone with nice voice acting skills, okay? So that guy charges you $50. You're halfway in your game, and then he's like, you know what? I don't give a damn about your game and yourself. I'm out. What the hell are you gonna do? You have to go through all the process again, find some other voice actor, pay him for the entire thing, and what if you need a second series of the thing, right? And you lost contact with that guy. He's not doing that job anymore. Or worse, what if he and you have a discussion and he wants more money now? So he used to do $50, now he's asking $200 an hour. I'm just saying, right? So you don't have all those issues with AI. It's a freaking robot. And the quality is good enough for me. So if, as long as the quality is good, I don't see issues. Why shouldn't I use it? So I don't know how you, but I've tested this thing out and it looks pretty much realistic. And guys, I bought the iClone 7 because it's amazing. I had another version of this one, but it was like, anyways, that was not a good version. So this is the newest one. I bought it. They give me good discount because I bought already Character Creator 3. I paid like $130 something. It's amazing, and I'm using it right now. It's just freaking great application. You can create scenes in there too, but since I'm working with Unity, I decided that I'm going to use iClone for dialogues, create those scenes, and then push them to Unity and use it there. Because I mean, I created a whole landscape and everything there. They give you a lot of free stuff. I don't know, in future, who knows? Maybe I'm going to use this one, but for specific this game, like, I decided, like, I'm just gonna use what I got. Then they give you a lot of good stuff like Courtyard. They give you this thing, and you can use like some visual effects that may be different from iClone. Okay, just okay. So look, there is like a pre-built stuff too if you need a scene, but I mean, you know, I'm assuming for your game that doesn't really. I don't think I want to use this scene. But this is pretty nice, you see. You could put something in here. Camera work is there already included. There's some sound effects. Pretty decent scene. You could make this a cutscene, but I mean, it's not good enough for me. Not the quality I want, because it's still great. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's gonna be like, hey, what the hell are you talking about? It's still good, guys. But it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for AAA quality. This is not AAA for me, personally. You have a lounge. You could use those free assets. It's amazing. I just want to share with you the tools I'm using. So you know, nobody's like, hey, why you such a hater, or why you don't just showing you what I've been doing last week and what I've been working on. And here is the, what is this? You can change those? Yeah, you can tweak those lights. I don't know how this works, guys. I'm not sure. I didn't have time to touch on this. Right now I'm following a Unity tutorial, but it's pretty interesting. Like I'm pretty sure you could create a lot of good tools here too, but you know, it's not that easy. GI is also an interesting thing. GI is pretty much ray tracing, as they say. Like it's similar to ray tracing, and I don't want to save this. So you have similar feature to ray tracing in iClone. So it's quite interesting. So you can do a lot of things. You can make your person go around and talk. I decided I don't need that at this point. The quality is some of things is great, like this one. You see this apartment looks realistic, and it's only 26 frames per second at this point, but you know, it's pretty realistic, as you know. I'm not saying it's too realistic at this point, but the light effects and things are looking nice. So you could pretty much create some scenes in here if you want to use pre-built stuff. Yeah. What is this dude doing? Let me see. So I mean, I'm not getting paid from any of these companies. It's just they have amazing tools I want to share with you. Those are things you could be using. I mean, if you ask me, they totally worth it. Like, look at this. This is an example of ray tracing. You see, there's two colored lights. Let me stop this. I don't need the freaking thing running. So here's what happens, guys. There is a light. This is called GI in this case. You see, because we have one color here, so the light is bouncing back with that same color, and here you can see more pink, and even shadow and the wall are getting affected with these colors. You see, which is cool. Like if you look at this guy, I was watching a tutorial the other day about this, and I was like, damn, that's interesting. Let me see, how can I move this? Yeah, well, let's make 500. There you go. You see right away these colors are changing. If you push it back, look, right away you see more pink on him. Let's say I make 250. The X is getting less. Let's go back more. So that's pretty much what they call it GI, but it's pretty much ray tracing effect of the light, which is great, which is amazing. And then you have a lot of stuff comes with when you buy the iClone 7. Definitely worth it. And for movements, you can combine those with some motions. It's amazing. So you go here. I'll show you how easy it is. iMotion Dancer, perform. Let's see. All right, so we got this guy. Just throw it on, and look, this dude is gonna freaking start dance like dan 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 dan. I don't know, something. So right away he's dancing like crazy. And then let's do maybe this one also from here. Okay, which one is he gonna do? So yeah, it's crazy easy to make those animations. And then let's put this one. So after you see this thing, if you slide it farther, so now he's gonna start dancing other moves than this one. First time I did it wrong because it was first on the same scene. So now he's just gonna do one dance. After he finishes, he's gonna do second dance, and you can clip a music to it. It's pretty easy, guys. This is crazy. You could make him talk, make him move. I mean, it's your fantasy is the only limitation you have to this. Look, then he's doing the legs move, and then samurai. Oh, there you go. You want him out of freaking samurai? Let's see this thing. Perform. What is this samurai? Let's see. He's becoming suddenly a freaking samurai. Let's do that. Let's dance first and then become a samurai. There you go. Hey. Again, finished. And then when is he becoming a samurai? He's dancing. Okay. And then what's up? What's... Anyways, that was the samurai move. So you have a lot of stuff you could do with this. And iClone has a huge library of motions, not so expensive. Some of them $2. Some of, I mean, you know, those are, you know, it calculates. It goes more. It's called Actor Core. You could directly download this to your smart gallery, as they say. I mean, definitely they have professional stuff. So you go to motions, and here is my inventory at this point. This is all I have. I could use any of those if you need a gun. Those, most of them are free. I bought only a few of them, and then I modified those. Like this one, I got it, and then I modified this one. Is the guy who's watching, looking at the seaside, and then he's turning around. I needed that. I paid I paid like few bucks for it. I don't remember how much, $2 or something, or $4. And then I normally had another one. I can't see it. Why? That's weird. Those are all, and you get some of them for free, like 30 of them I got for free. And then you go back to genre. Let's say for movies, you have some for army fighters, shooter moves. Some of them are pricey, but those are like entire galleries of things, like movements. I mean, they still not that pricey. Like this gladiator shield stunts, it's just 69. I get it, it's still expensive, guys. Don't get me wrong. The money doesn't grow on the trees. But if you really need the game and you are really serious about becoming a game developer, I think that's an investment that you gotta make. Like this one, look, he's getting shot dead, and the bow, he's falling. Just $2.25. Those are real professional mock-ups. You could go with also what I've done, Mixamo. Mixamo has a free library of free movement stuff, but you will quite quick understand that you will be missing some movements, and then obviously, yeah, you need to do it. So you still have a lot of stuff in here, guys, for combat, adventure, fantasy. There is even things here that I'm missing in Actor Core, like a boxing fight, kickbox stuff. I don't have any of those here, but you could use any of those in Unity and connect it, and there is ways to do it. It's not hard. If you are pretty much using those tools I'm using and have any issues, hit me up, send me an email on armbrosstudio@gmail.com. If you have some issues, I'll get back to you and I'll explain how I'm doing things, because you know I don't want to create a whole tutorial for it, but still it's quite interesting in my opinion. So yeah, I just wanted to introduce to you what I'm using, okay? So anyways, to make freaking animations very easy with the iClone, and then you just click edit in Character Creator. It automatically opens Character Creator. You can change his behavior, save his motions. It's crazy, guys. Again, this is incredible. And then you have this whole line with all different stuff. You can put talk. You can make this dude talk. And to make this dude talk, I'll show you how to do that, because that was the hardest part for me, to get my character actually talk in Unity. I mean, you know, you could get like a face smoke up thing, and then the head is shaking like a freaking crazy. I hate it. So here, look what you do. You can choose text to, you could use the audio file I was talking about, Aculips, and then put there, I told you to stay away from my sister or whatever. You could record something, or you could just use text to speech, which is like, I told you Arm Bros Studio is the best. For instance, right? Let's hear it first.
I told you Arm Brothers Studio is the best.
Perfect. So now you say yes, yes. Arm Bros Studio is the best. Now look, he's gonna really say that. Like, seriously, this is amazing. Apply. And then from the moment you put,
I told you Arm Brothers Studio is the best.
while freaking dancing, guys. He's talking while dancing, right? That's what I'm talking about. Look at this.
I told you Arm Brothers Studio is the best.
He's like, I told you Arm Brothers Studio is the best. I mean, you can do with this guy whatever you want. It's crazy, guys. The talking, it's by itself, it's very hard and not realistic when you try different other tools. iClone is the best way I could come up with, easiest, straight to the like point way to do it, in my opinion. I mean, of course it's pricey. Yes, it is, guys. I mean, I get it, but they asking money for quality, guys. Remember, I mean, Rolls-Royce is worth as much because it is a Rolls-Royce, right? I don't know, like, Rolex is Rolex. Why people don't wear Chinese freaking copies of those watches that look exactly like a Rolex, but then they not a Rolex? So now you can change a personage very easily. And look,
I told you Arm Brothers Studio is the best.
it's still the same freaking effect. Anyways, I wanted to share with you that, and then now I'm actually gonna tell you, if you want to push this entire movement to any scene in the Unity, this is how easy it gets, guys. You go to the clip, you choose which part, right click on it, add to Motion Plus library. That's pretty much it. You are adding this to Motion Plus library, this talk, which I don't need, that's why I'm not gonna do. You just save it with whatever name you want, and then you close this, and then you go to Character Creator 3, which is, by the way, if you buy the iClone, as far as I know, they're giving you free Character Creator 3, which I did not know, guys. I didn't fucking know. I paid extra because I didn't know something, and it sucks. So if you're watching me, you're planning to get those tools, just do it. Just get iClone 7 and you get the free version of Character Creator 3. I don't know which version it is. Maybe it's little special, different, little less options, whatever. But it's crazy, guys. They give it you for free now. So it was like, damn, man. When I saw that, I paid like $250 for Character Creator 3 with Headshot plugin, which I needed, which is amazing. You use the Headshot plugin to use from picture of someone. You could create that person realistic. So then you come here and you make sure you change this lady, because she has a very shoulder is small. And I saw a tutorial on the YouTube. One guy was telling to he teach me how to do this, actually, how to use how to push the movement of the lips and the general speaking capabilities in there. So when you get here, make sure you choose your person, your avatar, or your character, not some other, and then you click your file, export FBX clothed character, and here you choose Unity 3D, you choose motion, and then custom, and here you choose the freaking motion, like Viking motion and talk. Let's say this one. You just choose that and you export it as a freaking animation, and it will have the talking. When you click export, yeah, it's missing. So he will have all the freaking face movements, body movements, whatever I just did. I'm just showing you guys because this was hard thing for me to find out. It took me a while to find out, but it's crazy. It's freaking crazy, guys. That's how things work. And you can choose different stuff like make your guy angry or other stuff. Anyways, I just thought I'm gonna show you what I've learned. So Replica Studio for talking, iClone, and then Quixel Mixel I showed you today. My game is, let me show you how far I am with my game actually at this point. And here I was testing something to push something from Unreal to Unity, which I'm still trying to achieve. I mean, I achieved it, but I was trying to push MetaHuman. I don't know if you know MetaHumans. If you are using Unreal Engine, you are so lucky at this point because they are giving you amazing stuff. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make some game. My next game probably is gonna be in Unreal Engine. But this first game I want to finish. So my game is actually getting pretty far. At this point they are hitting each other. One guy is falling down. There's still a lot of things to build upon. But you know, I'm working hard and I'm building this. So if you are, I mean, you know, I also bought some music. Is ready for my game already. I have great music. I have copyrights for it to, you know, to use it in my games. I got it if you watch my last video you will see where I got it from, so you can get it too. So I'm sharing everything I'm using at this point. So if you are interested to do some stuff and you think okay, and generally speaking, I'm taking this like very professionally because I'm serious about opening my studio, and I'm sharing with you with all experience how much I'm paying for it, what I'm paying for, where did I get. So you'll get everything I do. You just freaking get it, all the path I'm going through. You just get it. You see, that's I mean, I'm just trying to help some people like me who are starters. So here is my dude. Okay, 1 second. Where is the sound? Oh yeah, I muted. I'm good. Woo! Okay, can we make this freaking maximize this? 1 second. Yeah. So this is the, I mean, there's still some work on it, but there you go. He's kicking his face off. That's nice. Alright, so you saw that, right? And then, okay, which one was it? Alright, now. Alright, now. Let me see. Yeah. So I mean, if you, as you can see, there's still a lot of stuff I have to. How the hell was I doing that? Okay. And yeah, I'm using same keyboard, and the camera work is not there yet. So those are regular jabs. And then, pow! What's up? You talking shit about my wife? Pow, pow, pow. They, you know, and then this is like just stage 1. Obviously, I'm gonna make more advanced stuff. And also, I don't like how he's falling down all the time. like a gypsy. But anyways, so you getting my point. At this point, they're going at each other, they're fighting it. I have two movements. You see, the one is not going on the other. They like, and I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to work on these motions, but at this point, it's still getting there, you know. So there is still some work, but I have to add more characters, obviously, and then, yeah, and then we work on it. Yeah, I have to definitely work. Saltos, jumps. Oh, he's falling down. I mean, yeah, my game is not there yet. I haven't even used here half of the stuff I want to use. Especially I learned how to use post processing. The sky has to be changed. So guys, everything is coming. The things I learned lately, I haven't even been doing this that much. The reason for that, again, is the animation part I was working on, which I think is awesome. So today I just wanted to recap a little bit what I've been doing, so you have an idea that I'm not, you know, I'm not quitting. I'm still fighting for it. I'm still making the best out of it. And for the end, I want to just go back to my scene again, where I mean, I'm going to pretty much make better animation. Our project is already open. Oh, really? That's interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh. So imagine this is what it's gonna coming when the whole picture, whole fight scene is ready. I'm pretty much going to show you guys. I hope you like what I'm showing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there is a lot of work, but you know, one step at a time. So the camera is going there, and then it goes back, and then they talking shit. It's like, "What's up?" So anyways, some talk like that. I told you to stay away from my sister, this, that, and then they're gonna knock each other out. So another thing I want to show you guys, it's beautiful ocean or sea, whatever you call it. Look, I'm going a little away from the what is it, the scene, and right away, guys, this is like all this round place that you can see is the, you see, that's the smoke. What is it? Not smoke, but fog. I'm sorry, the smoke. So the fog is killing me. And then here we have a water. This water, I got it from the asset stores. Quite pricey, guys. Like I paid like $50 for this shader, I believe so. But it's definitely worth it. You can even use it underwater, which I'm not gonna do it for this scene. You can control the wavelengths. I can show you which one this is actually, but it's amazing. I mean, it feels like GTA. I don't know if you ever played GTA, the ocean. It's amazing. So that's exact the same quality shader, which I'm happy with it again. So it's not a cheap one, but worth any penny, guys. Again, those guys are making effort to give you. So here is like some of this texture. You see how they look similar? I hate these guys. So that's what I had it. And then underwater, you see the fog is even underwater, which is weird. But if you go up to the scene, and right here you can see the fog. And I made the fog a little lower, and also you can see the fog on the sky. And this asset here, of course, I got from Megascans. And then I put some trees. Those trees are also from Megascan. For some reason I couldn't find any trees that were fully normal trees. So I used whatever I could. Here I used textures. And then I used little bit stones and stuff from Megascans. But generally speaking, I'm not really happy with this ground. It's kind of weird. I put some stones in here from Megascans, you know, just try to make it nice. And then here I'm using some asset for this one is if you go to it was also pricey one, the atmospheric fog vegetation engine. I paid also like $50 or $40, I don't remember. Those things are pricey, but you know, it makes it realistic. Your grass is moving, and especially if you are using what I'm using, which is HDRP, there's a lot of stuff that are not compatible with it, which is pissing me off all the time. But you know, it is what it is. So the fog was also part of that, and then I'm using those shaders. You can do a lot of good stuff with it. Ocean is Crest Ocean, so you can create a water body. It's pretty easy to do those things. You have to just follow some tutorials online on the YouTube. They show you 5 minutes watching and you have it. So ocean realistic. I made a little blue light, blue moon version, but the moon is not there. I use a sky, alt sky plugin for the sky, red sky. I'm just using the scene, and here I'm using also post-processing. I bought the freaking post-processing. It was quite pricey again. I think it was 50. I'm not really too happy about it, but it does make the little tweak. Makes a little bit contrast better. I mean, not really worth it. Not too much of wow, but still, I mean, again, it's personal choice. I want to spend some money to make it better. The vegetation thing is amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much where I am right now. If you are looking into making games and making good quality games, and here you can control the wind speed, weather, is a storm, and of course you want to put those, but try to not use the same grass all over the place. I'm not really happy with the grass, to be honest. So, and also the HDRP version, these are like all models, like not really recommended by community. Everybody's saying that, oh, you're gonna kill your frames per second. I'm getting for this scene, let me play it and then we see how much frames per second I'm getting. I think for a video you need to have a decent frames. So I'm getting 50 frames per second. I don't think it's bad. Oh, I forgot to mention something. I figured a way how to make this guy's hair nice. From I actually, there was no tutorials. I had to mess with his materials of his head and transparency in HDRP. Somehow I figured a way to get this thing nice, right? I mean, it was not easy. Somehow I figured it out, but yeah. One day I'll show you. It's like the transparency thing, shader. You see right now it has some issues. It's disappearing. That's because of the fog, but depends from which angle. And I don't know why I cannot make it closer. Why is this the case? That's weird. I need to zoom in into his face, and he, for some reason, yeah, that's freaking weird. I don't know, guys. It's kind of, yeah. You see this round thing? That's the fog. Okay, I paid for fog. I don't remember how much I paid, but the fog was pricey too. For HDRP, I couldn't find any other than this. I paid 30 or 35 bucks. I don't remember to be more specific, but the fog, I just searched for fog, HDRP fog, and then there was another one, but that one didn't work out, so I got this one. Okay, for some reason, I don't know, this is weird. I'm not able to see his face from too close up. I don't know what I messed it up. I did mess up something, because you see I'm getting into his face. Oh, I think it's related to the camera lenses that I tweaked. Anyways, I'm gonna look into it, but I'm getting 50 frames per second, which is not too shabby, not too bad, to do this animation. Again, why I need animation? Very important. Animations are used for cutscenes, talking, movements, and fight scenes, anything pretty much. So, and it's not an easy task to make a good looking animation, but I mean, you know, I'm trying to do it. I think I'm gonna be able to create something decent, and that's my plan. Right now the grass is the only thing is pissing me off, which today I showed you how you could fix it with Mixer from the Quixel. This is just a test scene, guys. Again, I don't know why the dark one, but that's pretty much, I'm following a tutorial and the guy is making similar scene. I made it much better if you compare to his scene, which I want to show you actually. So this is my scene, realistic as it can be. I spent more money than he probably, but anyways, if I go to udemy.com and I will show you that course, and it's from same guy. He's amazing actually. I like Udemy, guys, because it's just like the best. So here is this tutorial I'm following, and he is making a scene.
We are almost ready to start recording.
And his name is actually, if you want to follow his tutorial for Unity, he has this Pete Jepson is his name, right? He's great teacher. He has good stuff, and his stuff is a little older, but obviously when you are a developer, you should know that things are never.
All that.
Here is how he shows like a sea and everything. I mean, his quality is, you see, definitely not as good as mine,
So,
in my opinion, because he's using older technology. I don't think at his time when he created this video, it's probably a few years old, was there everything that I have. He still made a nice scene. Look at his scene. The I don't know, the thickness of the grass is kind of bad, and he has 2 trees, which I'm jealous. I don't know where the hell he got it from, but still the texture is not really detailed enough for me. But he is teaching how these 2 gonna fight. But this is different fight than my fight. Mine is like male fight. He's using sword, and then what is the org is gonna fight. He's using some free characters. I'm using the characters I created. But generally I never worked with Unity before, especially for creating animations, and I'm following his I'm trying to learn the techniques, how is he doing it. So yeah, he's doing good job. If you're interested, again, he didn't pay me for advertisement or whatsoever, but since he's doing a good job, I would advise you could follow these tutorials. Just you know, when you put some coupon and you can get it for like $12, this tremendous amount of work. I think I paid like 12, I'm not really sure, $12 to $14 for a course, which goes for 8.5 hours. I'm halfway right now. I didn't finish yet, but you have always in Udemy, you have ratings. As you can see, 4.8, 61 ratings. One of them is mine. He's doing a good job. So I'm following this course from him, and he has another one for fighting scene right here. I'm also about 40% into it. Those are old C# and other stuff. If you are new to it, there's decent stuff in Udemy. Look at this. I have so many freaking. I have a lot of courses, guys. I'm obsessed with Udemy. I got 20 courses in total, but I'm telling you guys, it's worth every penny. It's great platform to learn things generally. And if you are someone like me who likes the approach of learning by doing it, then you definitely gonna love it. So here is actually what is he teaching, and you know, his scenes are nice. This fighting scene is nicer, but he is using just a picture in the background, which is a dead picture.
D to duplicate over to this side.
So this is what I'm using to create this game. This is my reference, and I'm down to show to you guys. You know, of course I'm doing my way, and I'm improving it way better. But Pete is great guy, and he has a good teaching skills. I would definitely recommend this course if you are into creating a fighting game. That's what I'm following. I said this before, but I just wanna, you know, since I'm in the Udemy already, I wanna show you. So in case you have interests, go ahead and follow his course. Anyways, so that's where I am right now. I just wanna give you update. I wanna show you the where I am at with my games. With my game actually, and then yeah. It's pretty easy to make those animations, easier than I thought, but the quality of the pictures and then fog, special effects, post-processing, those things are very important. Anyways, I wanted to share you with a little bit update on where I am at, what I'm doing. I'm definitely not lazy. I'm doing a lot. By the way, I created all this entire scene myself, and my scene is way better than Pete's scene, which I believe you have to be like that, right? If you want to succeed, you have to outpace your teacher, no matter who your teacher is. You have to be better, otherwise it doesn't make sense. That's how I think, you know. If you have a karate teacher and he's a good fighter, if you don't pass him, then it doesn't make sense for you to. But again, I hate this grass, guys. This grass. This one is pretty, I mean, it's not the best, but it's okay. But this grass, I freaking hate it. So I'm gonna work on it. And today I showed you what I could do. I'm thinking about that right now. And also I missed some trees here. I want this to be a little bit like a small forest type of place, right in front of the water. You know, there is a cave, which is cool. And then I want these two guys to, you know, fight right here on this freaking island. The sky is nice. It's all skies from the Unity app store, or what is it, asset store. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with. I created this guy last time. If you want to see how I created this dude, you can go to my last tutorial, which you can find, by the way, in my YouTube channel. If you go and type Arm Bros Studio, you will find my YouTube channel. You see a sculpt, that's me. And then I have a playlist with all the tutorials I'm doing here on Twitch. I'm pushing them there. So if you have any questions, suggestions, feel free to contact me too. It's armbrosstudio@gmail.com. If you like my content, please subscribe on my YouTube channel or follow me on the Twitch. That would be very helpful. All right. Thank you so much for watching for today. This is all I got for you. I'll see you next time. I'll catch you next time. Thank you guys, and have a great weekend.